Hello and welcome to Common Ground Period. This is the first of many videos that are going to be about common ground. This one, after long thought and hard consideration, I decided to call it the State of the Union. Think about that for a minute. Normally, when you hear State of the Union, you automatically think politics. You automatically think the political arena. You automatically think those things. However, this is not just the State of the Union as the Union of the United States of America. This is the State of the Union as you. You're a mind, you're a body, you're a heart, you're a soul, you're a spirit. You're all of those things. What is the state of that union? Not just the Union of the United States. And have the Union of the United States put your State of the Union into a dangerous place with stress, high blood pressure, sugar, just unhealthiness, period, breathing issues, life issues. Has the state of the union caused the state of the union all of these problems? Let's visit some things. Housing is through the scales. Everything is falling apart around housing. Employment. People can't find jobs that are sustainable. And when I say sustainable, not that you can't keep the job, but sustainable enough to keep you in your home, to keep you with transportation to and from work, to keep you where you can afford to send your children someone for care if you have children. As an older person whose children are adults now, excuse me, what's going to happen to me? What state of my union am I dealing with? I am not as healthy as I was 20 years ago. Hell, I ain't as healthy as I was 10 years ago. But I'm in better health than a whole lot of others that are my age. My home, I own a home. I inherited a home. It needs so much doggone work done on it, child. I work every day. The people in my household with me work every day. But life has lifed us to almost exhaustion with finances. So, each day we're faced with something. But I'm here to say this to you. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't cash in your chips. Don't say it ain't worth it. Don't say I ain't got nothing to fight for. I ain't got nothing to live for, because you do. I'm challenging everybody in the sound of my voice and everybody that watches this video. I'm challenging you today to renew your mind, to look at things through a different lens, not the lens of social media, not the lens of the news, not the lens of all of these other things that are trying to predict who you are, and they actually contradict who you are. You know, like I know, that the unity of mind, body, and spirit creates a healthier environment. And if society can continue to flush that down the toilet and condemn the environment that we live in, then it's going to happen. But we, as a nation of people, have to step up our game. We can no longer just accept what's shoveled to us. We can no longer just accept the fact that, well, I'm over 50 and I deserve this. We cannot accept those things, because what we believe we deserve oftentimes isn't. So let's talk about both states of the Union. The State of the Union of the United States of America. The State of the Union that was built on lies, then they tried to sprinkle in some truth, is going back to the lies that they built it on initially. They are back to wiping you out as a person, as a woman, as a person of color, as a person with a brain that doesn't match their criteria. It's a lot in that we lost. We have become complacent and dependent upon the government to take care of us when they never took care of us in the beginning. When you wanted a bottle, they gave you a pacifier. And then when they gave you a bottle, finally it was half full. So think about it. The state of this union, we're watching it deteriorate right before our very eyes. We are watching parts of it just fall away. But I'm here to tell you that those things had to happen so that the state of the union, which is us, collectively as individuals, doing more for the greater good, doing better for ourselves and those that we love. Sometimes things have to be broken in order for them to be fixed, restored, or healed. So go back into taking 10 minutes to just meditate and think about you. Even if it's driving in your car, not so much, because driving in your car, you focused on traffic, so you take it away from you still. But even if you just take 5 minutes in the bathroom, take some time to pause and think about you. Take some time to pause and literally think about who you really are and who you've become. And then from that step, find a peace within yourself to say, okay, I agree with this heart, mind, and spirit. I agree with this verbally. I've gotten an awakening just in the past few months on a couple of things. Actually, one of them was a couple of years ago. We are used to saying, Lord, I thank you for the roof over my head. Lord, thank you. I was sitting at my dining room table looking out the window. It was a vacant house next to me. I said, Lord, thank you for the roof over my head. And that little voice said, is that all you're grateful for is a roof? That vacant house has a roof. Your car has a roof. The shelter has a roof. Is that all you're grateful for? And it hit me in my heart because I was sitting at my dining room table, drinking my cup of coffee from my coffee pot in my house where the heat was on because it was cold outside. And I had to say, I'm sorry. I thank you for everything. Indoor plumbing, various outfits, different pairs of shoes, stuff in my refrigerator, stuff in my cabinet, this dining room set that I'm sitting at, this cup of coffee that I'm drinking. I had to retool my thankfulness. And then the other thing people are used to saying is, Lord, I just thank you. I woke up this morning. I'm blessed. Baby, it's a lot of folks that woke up and didn't even know who they were, didn't know where they were. People opened their eyes and woke up, but guess what? They could not see. They could not see. Something did just catch my attention. It's a green bug that looks like a leaf flying around my door. It's some sort of butterfly, and it's utterly amazing. And then the birds are chirping around. So, yes, that caught my attention. But back to what I was saying about our state of our union. Find the peace that you need, wherever it may be, and then rest in that so that your state of the union won't be a train wreck to the other state of the union. Because your state of the union, the state of a union, that is you, that's the most important. Thank you for listening. It's Lady D coming to you live in living color, wall to wall and treetop tall, baby, with common ground, period. What you standing on. I'll see you next time.